What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye. Shout out to everybody that's on there. I want to talk about the situation with the flashing IG models that were banned from Major League Baseball games because they decided to use the World Series, a pivotal game in the World Series, to flash one of the pitchers. They out of the whole entire year, because they actually have been planning this. They decided to do this, and since that happened, they've gotten banned. And apparently, after Game 7, one of the flashers, her name is Julia, she decided to go to Twitter and post a picture of her standing in front of her TV, flashing the TV screen with Gerrit Cole walking across the field at the end of Game 7. Now, he's the pitcher that she originally flashed during, once again, a pivotal World Series game, which people are giving a pass, but really doesn't surprise me. But I'm not going to give her a pass. I'm going to talk about this heifer and her clout-seeking ways and why the 5 minutes of fame is going to be up in relatively soon. If not, in a couple days, a couple of hours, because that's what chicks like this look for. Okay, now I'm going to read to you from this article from ladbible.com, and it initially spoke about them getting banned. So I'm going to speak on that first. It says 3 Instagram models have been indefinitely banned from Major League Baseball after flashing during the World Series. With the series tied 2-2, the Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals were battling it out. And at the bottom of the 7th inning at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., but as Houston Astros pitcher Gerrit Cole stepped up to throw, cameras caught 2 women behind the batter flashing their tops. The flashing did not go unnoticed by viewers across the globe, and model and magazine editor Julia Rose admitted on Twitter that one of the pair's unexpected baseball boobs belonged to her. Unexpected, huh? In one tweet, she said, "My lil nips made it." And in another, she said, "Whoops, the wind blew my top up." Come on, man. However, Major League Baseball didn't see it that way. So Vice President David Thomas didn't see the funny side in it and sent her a letter saying that she had been banned from going to Major League Baseball games. And she is milking this for all that is worth. I believe they did an interview with TMZ. She's all over social media. She's promoting her brand. This is what I'm talking about with these lazy IG models. Okay, like this. It's not enough that they have over 1 million followers, that they get a lot of likes and comments. They get flown out every now and then. They have to go above and beyond to get attention. They don't just want online attention anymore. They want television attention. They want political attention. They want social activism attention. They want these athletes' attention for the most part, And maybe she thought that this guy would be amused by this. Maybe she thought this guy would hit her up in the DMs. That didn't happen. So she goes on Twitter and posts this screen caption of her, standing in front of the TV with Gerrit Cole on the TV and her flashing him, saying, "I would tag Gerrit Cole, but he blocked me." Why wouldn't he block you? He probably blames you for, in that instance, for throwing his game off. You got to understand, when something like that happens, when you're concentrated and your game is completely thrown off, it affects you. Maybe not from game to game, but in that particular timing, that particular situation, I believe it did. But these heifers they don't care about that. All they care about is getting attention. Y'all wonder why I speak about them. It's because society is giving women like this a pass. She could have, if this was Game 7 and she did this would have had huger ramifications. But this had big ramifications too. But even if it was Game 1 of the start of the season, this is not something that you do. But these women are so attention starved. They gotta be the center of attention to push their quote unquote brand. You look at her, go look at this female Julia Rose's Twitter profile. I mean, that it screams thirst for attention, because these females have a low self-esteem. They have very, very low self-esteem. So they have to go out of their way to get attention. And that is what's problematic in society today. These chicks like this, they do these interviews and they want to make it seem like Major League Baseball is in the wrong for banning them. No, you should be banned, and you should never be allowed at one of these games again. Now, they may end up lifting it maybe soon. I don't know, but they shouldn't, because when you are, listen, people. If a guy was hopping on the field, acting crazy, right? They banned him. There's no lifting a ban. There's no doing interviews saying that, they're being done wrong. It's going to be a situation of you should watch, you shouldn't have done that. People are going to want to all of a sudden hold you accountable for your actions. But I don't think that people want to hold these women accountable. I don't think they want to. And then there's an article from, I believe, news.com.au that says that these Instagram models lost money with this publicity stunt. I'm glad they lost money. I'm glad they lost money. In an interview with Complex, Rose said the cost of tickets for the entourage amounted to approximately $80,000. But even though she and her partners in crime have been banned from all future Major League Baseball games, the publicity gained from their brazen act was worth it. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that something? That's what it's all about. It's all about going out there, getting surgeries, getting a bigger chest, getting bigger assets, cutting up your nose, because they think it's going to be worth it. Now, the rest of the article says the adventurous model chose a baseball game to make their stand because of the higher odds of getting on TV, and they certainly captured plenty of eyeballs, even those of Houston Astros pitcher Gerrit Cole, who they were trying to distract. Major League Baseball, you should never allow these women back at your games ever. Ever. Because they intentionally plan to do this. And they're happy that they got this attention. But hey, heifer, the attention is not going to last very long. You're going to go back to being just another. You're going to be just another IG model with 100,000 or maybe even 1 million followers. Okay? You're going to be one of a dozen. One of thousands. There are plenty of females like you trying to build brands. This is why these females date these athletes, be side chicks to these athletes, try to get babies by these athletes, because it's all about making money and pushing brands. I wish these athletes would be smarter. I think they are. That's why I'm glad Gerrit Cole blocked her. I think that inside she's still hurt over that. I believe that's why she posted that, because she probably thought that he would be amused by that. But he's not, some of these baseball guys are wired different. They're not these NBA players, these fatherless NFL players. They're not these guys. They're wired differently. They care more about winning. They care more about championships. Look how many games they play. It's a very difficult sport as far as the scheduling is concerned. So I think they could care less about a thirsty IG model trying to build a brand off going on TV, making a complete fool of yourself, because you did make a complete fool of yourself. You're going to be known as the female who flashed the baseball guy. Now this is what else she said. We made eye contact with Cole for sure. Baseball is one of the best sports with the most coverage. You know where the cameras are most of the time. Personally, I'm a huge football fan, but when it comes to football, it's almost impossible to get on camera. See, they planned this. And baseball is a sport where you do know where the cameras are. But that doesn't mean that you should wait till the playoffs to do this. This is sickening. This is disgusting. And I think that more people should call it. This is why I'm making a video. I know it's a couple days late, But when I saw the fact that he blocked her, that made me want to do a video even more. This is atrocious. This is absolutely atrocious. These women claim they want respect. They want to be treated as equals, but you still have those tendencies that show you should never be equal to anybody, neither man nor other women, because you're not on that level. You're out here exposing your top. No man is ever going to respect these women. See, these women are at an age where they think they can do this, and they think when they get older they can change their image. Maybe that is true, but people always remember this. They're going to always remember what you did. And so is these athletes when they see this. So we knew the cameras were in where they'd be. So that was kind of a go for the type of things we're doing in baseball. All right. So Rose and company were warned by officials about trying any funny business when they took their seats, but it didn't deter them. They were even prepared for the possibility of being arrested and going to jail, but they managed to avoid spending any time behind bars. This is crazy. Like, seriously, you willing to go behind bars just so you could get you some TV time? This is sickening, man. It's a mental illness. The clout chasing is real. Man, I'm telling you, man, no matter how many followers these women have, no matter how many guys say they're attracted to these women, these women are going to always search for cameras, always search for attention. They're so attention starved. And I'm so glad Gerrit Cole blocked this effer, because she probably sent him a DM message or whatever. And that's probably why he blocked her. She's not going to put that out there, but he blocked her. And I think she's hurt. And that's why she posted the picture of her. I guess she DVR'd or whatever, and she's standing in front of him while he's on the TV screen and she's flashing him. That was hurt feelings. That was a guy who rejected her, and she didn't like being rejected. Well, get used to it. When you do things like this, you're gonna get rejected more than you get chose.